It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity.
Hello, model citizens. Welcome to Humanity Junction. Tonight on Trains and Tech, we're going to talk about this large box behind me that I kind of made the mistake of pulling out of storage, and it's quite a collection of stuff. But before we get there, I do have some other things that I want to discuss, some layout updates, some package updates. I think we should probably just get right into the package updates because things aren't going very well for me. I sent an envelope and I wanted to make sure it got where it was going. So they were like, oh, just send it as a package. So I was like, oh, great. Let's send an envelope as a package. I sent it yesterday at 9 a.m. Per this, it says information is usually updated within the hour of your visit. So yesterday at 9 a.m., do the math. It's a little bit after an hour. I just can't win. But, you know, lucky for me, this isn't the only thing. This is an Amazon package that I was trying to have delivered before my trip up to Amherst on Friday morning. And it says now expected by January 22nd, but that's today. It's still not here. It was supposed to come last Sunday, so now I doubt that's coming. This is my package that I've been sending to Digitrax since the 24th. The good news is it's finally in a different USPS facility. So maybe I've got some hope or some chance that it's gonna get to Digitrax, because I mean, at this point, can anything else really go wrong trying to get this package to Digitrax? Well, it turns out this is a post that Digitrax made of their office. This is down in Florida, not too far from the Gulf of Mexico. This is the snowstorm that Digitrax is getting right now. So I I refuse to, Lynn. I refuse to. I am never until this package gets delivered. I'm not opening the envelope. I'm not gonna do it. I'm just not gonna do it. Yeah, I talked to one of my work colleagues down in New Orleans. She's got, I think it was like 5 inches in her backyard. Pensacola is where this package keeps going. It's just, oh, I don't even know. Apparently there's snow in Massachusetts where there should be snow as well, not in Florida and New Orleans, but it is what it is, and I don't know. I'm just, yeah, exactly. At least they know how to deal with snow. And I've been jokingly saying this is just another reason why, you should go with NCE over Digitrax, is because of USPS. Anyway, I do have some photos that I've been posting up on Facebook. So if you're following Riverside Transfer, or if you're following Human City Junction on Facebook, oh, of course, 82 degrees. Yeah, you're gonna get some snow next week just because of that. Comment. Yeah, so good segue there. There are some car cards. I had to sort them out, but this was I I've lost track of how much stuff I've done over the last week. I've got so many projects going on concurrently at this time that I am just completely confused at this point as to what is going on anymore. And I guess that's just kind of part of the process, but I don't know. So these are all the car cards I cut out. I think I showed this. I was putting the images on the car cards. Here's me cutting them out and folding them and getting them all ready. The problem now is I have these stacks of old car cards, and I don't know, like I should just throw them away. Like, I shouldn't even be thinking about them. They should just go in the garbage. But instead of putting them in the garbage, I just kind of put them on the shelf over here behind me, and I've just sort of added them to the collection of junk in this room. They're over here on this shelf, which this shelf is kind of, things are piling up. I need to just throw them away. I need to throw them away, but I haven't thrown them away yet. One of the other things that I've been doing, though, is I've been doing some more work on the overpass that's here in this picture. What happened was I was building out this overpass, and this is what they use for the bridge to kind of connect up to. And it was really plain, and I didn't like what I had done with it. I had built a ballast bin, but the ballast bin was like bigger than 2 N-scale railroad cars, and I didn't like it. So what I did is I put some pieces of foam on the feet here. So this foam helps keep this aligned within the tracks. And I took this, basically this here, and I started doing some work on it. So I guess you can see a little bit better in this picture. But basically I took some of the, the concrete pieces, and I kind of put them in here, and I made a little like sidewalk thing, and just trying to like zhuzh it up a little bit, make it a little bit, make it a little bit better. But I don't know. So the problem now is, though, like this one, I had a bunch of extra pieces tacked onto it, so now I've lost all this extra. So I might pick up another one of these kits up at I guess I should write this down, right? I've started a list of things for Amherst. Let's see, dude. We'll get to that in 1 second. But here's another little project that I've been working on. This is back in the corner over here on this side. I'm basically just trying to hide the corner. Like the trains go away into this corner. You can see the big opening there. So I'm kind of hiding that corner with these two buildings. Somebody on Facebook made a good suggestion. They said, put a tree back here in the corner and have the tree branches kind of coming up over it. So you can see there's like a little hole here. So I think that's probably what I'll do is I'll put some brush coming up, and then I don't need to worry as much about getting this curve perfectly aligned with the backdrop. But, you know, I'm working on it. I said I hate scenery and structures, and like all of these projects that I keep getting into now when I take breaks from things like cutting car cards is scenery related. So I guess that's good, right? I mean, I don't know. This is completely unfinished. It's just sitting in the corner right now. I need to get it fit a little bit better before the next op session, so the trains don't run into it. But I kind of stopped. This is my desk, doing a couple of different projects. This is one of the projects. These are circuit breakers. I'm adding circuit breakers to the layout. I'm adding 6 of them. So when there is a short on the layout, instead of everything shorting out, which is what was happening, now just each section is going to short out. But I was trying to figure out, like, what can I do? What can I do to make it so that when a section shorts out, like somebody knows that it was their section that shorted out and not a different section that shorted out. I'm going to jump and answer a couple of these questions that I just saw in the chat, and then we'll get back to that circuit breaker in 1 second. But Anthony was asking, when I'm headed to Amherst. This year, last year was a lot of work at Amherst. So this year, what I am going to do is I'm just going to go up on Friday. I'm going to spend more time hanging out with people this year and a little bit less time making videos and stuff like that. So I'm not going up until Friday morning. I'll get up there around 3 o'clock when I can check into the hotel. There's a couple people that have already talked about things going on Friday night. So that's kind of the plan. Cameron's poking me a little bit. Yes, I was going to use those Digitrax breakers. As I mentioned, I found out those Digitrax breakers use mechanical relays, not solid state relays, so they are significantly slower. So the trip speed of those Digitrax units are significantly slower than the trip speed of the PSXX units. So I am going to be using these units instead. So I soldered these pieces on. I'm going to use 3 and 4 to get the short signal into JMRI. Then I just needed to figure out what I was going to have JMRI display when it sees a short. And what I came up with was, this is what my panel normally looks, not normally. I did a bunch of work on this as well, right? So I've added, like, up here by the engine track, there's this little red button. That button is actually going to turn track power on specifically to that track. I've also numbered tracks. So like this is 731, 732, and 733. Those track numbers go along with the op scheme for the layout. These track numbers are also power buttons for those particular tracks. So if you park a locomotive on any of those tracks, you can turn those tracks off. And what I kind of decided is the best thing probably to do is if there's a short, just have it display on the panel. So this is the same panel. You can maybe see, you can't really see it here. You can kind of see down here, it says south as well. So this is basically just a sensor image that pops up over the page. And I'm just going to take the trigger out of here, bring it into one of the sensors that I use for my turnout sensing. So I have sensors all around the layout that take feedback in from the turnout, so I know the position of the turnout. I've got some spares on those, so we're gonna. Anyway, long story to short to say that this is one of the projects I've been working on, is this, as well as making this actually work. Took a little bit to figure out, but we got it. We got it all all figured out. I was gonna do the audio thing, but people, I kind of asked people, like, should I have it make sound or not? This is one of the first ones that I had from the time saver, and this one does have the buzzer on it, right? So this one doesn't have a buzzer, which would go right here. This one does have a buzzer. People kind of said, like, don't have buzzers, they can get kind of annoying. So I figured the feedback from JMRI on the tablets would get the point across without being overly annoying. And yeah, I thought about that. I did. I think, I think the big, red display coming up is going to be enough of a shock for people, but we'll see. The other thing I did that's actually shows, so I think some people know I use these drawers under my layout. You can see they're very dusty, but I use these under the layout, and this is 9 drawers right here. It takes up all the space here under the layout. I took some time and I went and I organized all of the cars that were in those 9 boxes. And it turns out that all 9 of those drawers fit in 4 of these boxes. So I have significantly reduced the amount of space needed to store cars that are gonna come on and off the layout. So, of course, it just means I have empty space that I've got to fill. And I don't really have empty space. I mean, the reality is it's already filled up. I took these 9 drawers here, and I basically added another drawer on top of all the other drawers, which meant the stuff that was sitting on top of all those other drawers is now sitting on top of the layout, which means the layout that was once not covered in all kinds of stuff is now, I've got car cards here, I've got a roll of paper, I've got just all kinds of stuff on top of the layout again. So I don't know what happened. I cannot seem to can't seem to keep the top of the layout clean, but next session's supposedly going to be January 31st. So hopefully I'll actually get it cleaned up by then. I don't know. Dennis, are you coming down Friday night? You said you were gonna check and possibly see about making that happen. Another thing, let's look over here. Is this the right camera? Yeah. So you guys can kind of see this right here, right? So this is where my 1904 IRT Powerhouse is going. And I've put some pictures up on the wall that you can kind of make out some prototype images. Yes, I actually did some research and put some prototype images up. What I am starting to do with all of that is Andreas Werder designed and laser cut a 1904 IRT Powerhouse, and he is going to resize it so that it fits on my layout. So he sent me these PDFs that I cut out, a couple different sizes. We were working out exactly where the opening should be, so that the trains can fit down the track. And yes, I have 2 N scale gauges, and yes, I was actually able to find both of them at the same time. So yeah, we're just kind of, you know, working it out. So eventually this is going to be this just gorgeous, gorgeous building on the south side of the layout. And if you've seen Andreas do any of that kind of, any of his work, you know. James, I don't know, I think you saw it, but I'm not opening this letter until USPS delivers my package to Digitrax. Oh, geez, I almost forgot. I have to pull out, you almost didn't remind me. I need to make sure I remember to pull out decals to give to Mike, to give to you. Yeah, so it's funny you say that. I have these, let's see if I can find it now. Oh, it's disappeared. So I have these metal, I have some metal track alignment things. And one time I couldn't figure out why the layout was shorting, and it's because I had something metal on the track. But yeah, Dennis, I doubt that. I highly doubt that. Don't see that happening anytime soon at all. So what should we talk about next? I'm just going to share this with people. If you guys use car cards, I found these on Amazon, and basically what happens is these have adhesive on the back. So I've just kind of been sticking them everywhere around the layout, and these hold your car cards really well. So if you want little things that stick on easily, that you know, are for car sorting. So I've got, these are for the 5 wide car card boxes, and this is for the 3 wide car card boxes. I did some painting. That's not the right camera. I did some painting back here, matching the valence color down here to the car card boxes. So once this dries, I will get those put on these boxes over here. And then hopefully we'll be able to put some of this stuff back together that I've kind of been pulling apart and making into multiple pieces. I feel like there's a lot of chaos. Okay, Heath, request to stay with my girlfriend's sister has been sent, so I'll know one way or another if I can come down soon. Okay, yeah, let me know, Dennis. It'd be great to have. Are you gonna come down to operate, or did you want to come down to film? Because right now I actually only have one person. If you're out there and you're in the Manhattan area, and you'll be in the Manhattan area on January 31st, I only currently have one operator for the night of the 31st, and I can have 3. So if you're going to be around, oh, okay, both. There you go. That works too. Let's put this back before I lose it, because I am definitely like, it is definitely like squirrel week. I am like, all this last week, I have just been bouncing all over the place. Here's another example of that. Is this book just came out, Your Guide to N-Scale Railroading. So now that my layout and all the track are laid, and I'm starting to build scenery, I figured I should learn something about N-Scale Railroading. Another release by Firecrown. So I don't know. I'm gonna bring this up to Amherst. You know, there's some downtime at Amherst, so it'll give me a chance. Oh, geez, look at this. Build a helix. This will give me some time to maybe read a little bit, learn a little something, maybe learn something, maybe not learn anything. I don't know. I guess I have to actually open it to learn something. I definitely do not need a helix. That is definitely something I do not need to build. But you know, yeah, downtime. You know, it's like that 5 minutes before you fall asleep is downtime. So we talked about cutting out all new car cards. Here's my box of waybills, right? So I've got all my waybills kind of sorted here. But I screwed up all these waybills, right? The bottom one is, it got messed up. I screwed up. So another project that I got going on that I haven't started yet, but hopefully I'll finish by next Friday, is I've reprinted all of the car cards for the layout. So, or not car cards, what are these? Waybills. So in addition to all new car cards that I got to distribute on the layout, I've got all new waybills that I have to distribute on the layout, and I'm going away this weekend. These I made to sort all of the... So the problem with the boxes, the storage boxes, those Felter boxes, is there's not actually any room to put the car cards in them. So what I bought was an index box storage thing, and these will go in the index box, and you can see the number 1 kind of just will stick out over the top. So I'll cut these out. These will go in a 3x5 index box, and it'll basically, all of the cards that are in those storage will go in here, and I'll be able to have everything organized. Because, yeah, does this feel like frantic? Like, I feel like I've just been like, I don't know, anyone want to cut this stuff out for me? I'll give you the X-Acto knife, and we can cut it out together. I'll cut out one, you can cut out one. But yeah, I've got a lot of these to cut out. Oh, Joey, you are going to be there Saturday and Sunday. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Your products are great. Oh, late night. Yes, they are. They absolutely are. I hope he gets his laser set up soon. Yes, I do screw up. But, you know, it happens. A cutting board would be nice. Yeah, it would be, but I'm kind of anal about how I cut everything out, so I like the control that I get with the laser thing. No, let's skip that. Let's go to this. So here, if people are curious, you can go to the Amherst show site, and you can get the list of exhibitors, and you can download it either as a PDF, which is what I downloaded here, or as an Excel if you're the kind of guy that wants to sort through things in Excel. But you can look through here and see who you want to visit while you're at the show. I'm starting to put together a list of places that I want to go to, places that I'm gonna, I think, try and hit up. Oh, this guy from MDT's back. Places that I want to hit up first, right? Because there's so much to see, and I want to get in and get the business done first, and then go on from there. First place I want to get to is the ISE booth. I have this receiver right here. Another one of my squirrel type things that's going on is I'm looking at potentially switching command stations. in order to switch command stations, I got to go from this receiver to the LNWI Y-throttle receiver. I'm not really sure if there's any advantages or disadvantages, but I didn't want to pay shipping, so I thought I'm going to buy this at the show. So one of the first things I'm going to do is I'm going to hit up the ISE table. I'm going to buy one of these, and I'm also going to buy another Protothrottle Pocket. I only have one, so right now the other throttle sits in the drawer, so I thought I'd get a second. Anyway, that's one of the places that I want to go hit up. Another place that I'm going to go hit up is All Brass Back Shop. This is a company that's actually local to me. I met the owner of it during a recent ops session, and they basically do everything for like brass models, from decoder installs to painting to just general mechanical work. And one of the things that I have that I don't know if I've showed or haven't showed is this Sunset Models DD1. And I don't run it because it's DC only. And I've kind of been afraid to touch it because it's brass and it's tiny. Oh, there you go. Dennis has used these guys before. Huh, there you go. Awesome. So I am going to bring this up to the show, and I'm going to ask them for a quote on it. And while I could just run into them locally, I figure, you know, why not just bring it with me and just ask them. So I would be if I can get this running reliably on this layout, that would make me very excited. I think it would be so much fun to switch trains with this DD1. So I'm going to bring it with me, and I'll have Mark look at it, and hopefully I'll just leave it with him, and he'll take it, and you know, a little bit later he'll bring it back, and it'll just magically run on the layout. I'm sure it'll cost me a pretty penny, but there you go. Steve, it is so funny. Did somebody else say that, or did you just say that? For free car card. Yeah, so one of the things that I thought of actually doing, and maybe I should do that tonight. Maybe I'll try and remember. Maybe I'll take a note. I'm going to actually write something down to try and remember to do it. Put sticker on car card. While I'm at the show, I know I'm going to run into people in the area that I would want to have come visit my layout. And I do have some Avery stickers upstairs. And what I thought about doing was giving out car cards with a sticker on it that says, "Help wanted, come operate on the Riverside Transfer," with a link or a QR code to register for a session. So I actually did think about doing that, and then I kind of like, I may have gotten distracted by like 6 other things. Oh yeah, I got to go see Neil at East Coast Customs. That's right. Neil is in the area, actually. He might come up over the summer to come operate in here. But yeah, Neil at East Coast Customs is a good one. Yeah. We did our job. Yeah, exactly. Heath, when he opened that letter, not until my package delivers to Digitrax. Not going to do it. Not going to happen. So, should we talk about this? Should we talk about this thing sitting on here? I got this package, and I was very confused. The first thing I've noticed on this, yeah. I'm thinking I should do it. Maybe, yeah, I'd probably have to do it tonight after this, go figure out which is the right size Avery. Yeah, yeah. I could also do it on the car cards, right? Because like all of these car cards are also garbage. So it might actually be a better idea to do it on the car cards, not on sorry, do it on the waybills, not on the car cards, because just the size of them, the waybill, I think would make kind of a funnier. Maybe I'll do that. I'll do it on the waybill, not the car card, because the waybills have like the names of areas as well. So yes. So the first thing I noticed on the package is it says Classic Model Trains on it, which I know Classic Model Trains is Ron from his YouTube channel, but I couldn't figure out for the life of me why I was getting a package from Ron at Classic Model Trains. And then I saw this note. It says, Lynn McCurdy says you need more of these. And I was like, oh God, what do I need more of? Yeah, I agree, Mike. I think the waybills are more interesting because it's got the names of places on the layout. So I think that would be fun. So I'll probably do that. Which means if I give those away, that means that I have to. When did I dox myself earlier in the episode? Now I'm trying to think what I might have shown that I doxed myself about. Now you got me wondering. What did I show that had my address on it? I'm usually pretty good about doxing myself, but you know. Leo is driving, don't have an exact time. Oh, when you looked up that Amazon order. Oh, did it have my address on it? I thought I scrolled to a place on it that didn't have my address or anything. Oh well. So I've got this package, and I figured I should open something. It's not ticking, so that's a good thing. I can't think of what it is that I could possibly need more of. Now I want to look again. Now I'm like, when did I really, was it really showing my address? Because that'll be bad. That's bad if I was showing my address. I thought I was just showing the thing that said it won't show up later. Oh, I did. It does have my address. Oh, great. Well, if you want to send me something, whatever. Come steal all my stuff, and then I'll have more room to buy more stuff. No, don't. Don't. I have cameras in here. You will be caught. Okay. I don't know what this is. We should probably open it up and see. I'm a little bit afraid to know what it is. What do I need? Yeah, unboxing and doxing. What do I need more of that would be in this box? That's what I'm most confused about, because Ron primarily works in HO scale. And I don't know that I need more HO scale. But this box isn't like HO scale size. Oh, is there a chance that he has N scale boxcars that he sent me? Do you think there's 40-foot N scale boxcars in this? I kind of hope not. I just realized too, Ron is really into all the bicentennial stuff. And I actually do have, and of course I'm not going to find it quickly, I do actually have a bunch of bicentennial N scale stuff. So I want to get some of that on the layout and send him a picture of it. But yeah, I guess I got to open this and see. 6-axle diesels. Don't need any more 6-axle diesels. Randy, I keep forgetting to call you. Every once in a while, I look at my email and I look at my unread emails, because I've left the email unread. Because if I leave an email unread, then sometimes I will go back and actually remember to do what was in the email. Dennis. But Randy, every time I look at my emails and realize I haven't called you, it's like 10 o'clock at night. So I don't end up calling you at 10 o'clock at night, but aye. So do we think something's in here? I really don't know what could be in here. Heath, you do have to get ready for the show, open the box. Yeah, I do need to get ready for the show. I should probably just go and do that. What did Joey say that would be hilarious? No, I missed it. Late night. Pink Barbie stuff. No, probably not. Car card. Yeah, more car cards. I can't think for the life of me what would be in this box. What did Lynn McCurdy... I'm like worried about doxing myself, so I like taped it all up and stuff, and now I'm like I didn't need to do that. Paper. Let's take a break. Todd, what do you want to discuss? We can take another break. What should we discuss? Should we discuss the mess of things that are behind me that I have to deal with? All right, we'll just throw that on the floor. We'll move that away from my space heater so it doesn't catch on fire. It does look like these are N scale. Oh, I don't know what that is. Oh, these are it is more N scale stuff. So here's what's funny. I don't know if I have to talk to Lynn because I'm not sure exactly why he thought I needed more of these. I just sold these on eBay. These exact cars I just sold on eBay because they're cars that I wasn't planning on using. Although these actually have microtrains couplers on them, which the ones I sold did not. But these are some gondolas from Southern Railroad. Let's see what else. This seems to have some like weird loads to it. Let's see what these are. I'm not sure what these loads are. Finally, it's opened. What's going on with your curtain? I don't recall a build show on those. Did I miss it? What curtains? What's going on with the curtains? You're talking about some curtains. I don't know what curtains you're talking about. At least they're not boxcars. Yeah, so far they're not boxcars. There's no, I do have a small trash can. It's N scale sized. It's right under here. I do actually use it for stuff. Banana peel. Maybe it is the banana peel. Oh, wouldn't that be funny if it's James's letter? Another box. Yeah, a box in a box. And packing for the show. Yeah, I have to actually do that. I do have, I don't know if you, yeah, you can kind of see it. This stack of stuff is the start of my packing of things that I want to bring with me, but I haven't gotten. Yes, those curtains. You're talking about like these curtains down here that are under the layout? So those back there have always been there. What are new are these curtains here. These curtains are just going along this side. I just haven't hung them up yet. But yeah, I mean, they're just going to cover this side for an op session. So they're kind of like a low on the totem pole. Don't forget to pack your stickers. I will. I have some left. I don't have a lot. I'm filming this for Ron. Today is Wednesday. He has lots of time. I've not met Ron yet. I haven't met Ron yet either. Every time I go there, he is not. in Ron in Montana? You went to visit Ron in Montana? Dennis, I thought you said you didn't make stickers for your YouTube channel. Do you have stickers for your YouTube channel? I'm gonna probably end up packing up Friday morning. That is just likely the way this whole thing is gonna go. Oh, Ron from New Haven. You gotta go. Just stop by. Ron is always in the Better Living Center at the HO scale layout, kind of by Ron's books in the back there. You've met Ron in Montana. I'm even in one of his videos. Yes, you are. That is true. I don't, but I have decals. Yes, you do. Got to get kid to bed. Good luck unwrapping the rest of these. Thank you. I need luck. Thank you, Joey, for getting me back on track to help me open these up. So we got two loads of the same things and one flat car. What flat car is this? Way of Hayer. I don't know what that is. 50-foot flat car with side brakes, straight guide kit, fish belly kit. So I think Lynn's thing was just that Heath needs more N scale cars, which I'm not sure that I do. So I'm not sure why I have two of these to go on one flat car, but that's the way that ended up. And as everybody said, oh look, they are not boxcars. Well, I think you're all going to be disappointed to find out that yes, you need a Heath doll. A Heath doll is in like a voodoo doll of Heath. Ed says he had plans of packing today, then thought, why now when I can do it tomorrow? Yep, there you go. See. Leaving 4 a.m. on a Saturday. There should not be a 4 a.m. on Saturday. There just should not be. That's just way too early in the morning. Way too early in the morning. So this one here is a New York Central and and Hudson rail lines 94283. Now I want to go look to see if I actually have this one. But here it is. It's a 40-foot boxcar. So there was one 40-foot boxcar in this. I don't know NYC and HR. I don't think I actually have anything from the NYC and HR. I have the New York Central stuff, but not from when it was the New York Central and Hudson. So I don't know. I don't think I have this one. It's very rare to find a 40-foot car that I don't have because of just how many 40-foot cars I do have. But I don't actually think, I think this is one I actually don't have. I'll check it out later. I know I said that like 16 times, right? I don't think this is one that I have. I don't think this is one that I have. That must be an old, I'm looking at the, here it is. 50-foot double sheath wood boxcar single door. This must be an old KD N-scale one. You know, I'm going to save this box because this looks like a good box. Yeah, that is true. That is true, Rusty. I do have one as well. Dennis, I don't think so. If people want to give me a couple minutes and just hang out for like another 12 minutes, I can take a quick gander. If I could pull up, I've got, let's see, car cards with images. This looks to be the last file. So we can open this guy up. And what I can do is go to my data set of all my car cards. I can sort by number, smallest to largest. Then we can scroll down because this is 94. Oh, you know, why don't I just do this the easy way? We can just go Control F and we can go 92483. Find next. Nope, there you go. Couldn't find it. This is a new car to me, a new box car that I do not have at all. So there you go. Never enough Never enough 40-foot boxcars on the layout. Heath doesn't search spreadsheets to do it. Yeah, I was actually going to go through and like look for it. I don't know. You can't control F on your spreadsheet? Why can't I? I just did. I always forget. I forget. I do have a 40-foot THB car. Oh, it's in one of the Feldherr boxes, so I'm not going to be able to pull it out right now. But yes, I have one. I have one and only one THB car. I don't know if there was somebody else that was maybe interested in THB. So I'm leaving this up. I'm leaving this up for a reason. I thought we can talk about this real quick, and then we'll get to the large box that was behind me. Dennis, we're just on the same page. That's all. I got you. We're all good. We're all good. So I posted on Facebook because I want to make this layout look dirty and dingy. This is 1968-73. At this point in the layout, this area is looking pretty grimy. I do have some prototype images that I downloaded. They are in black and white, but you can still tell that things are generally grimy. And somebody on Facebook sent me this this blog, and he talked about like how did he do the cinders between the rails and everything on his layout. And yeah, like he talks about, yeah, okay, fine dust, granular substance, which isn't illegal, and spread it all over the track and dribble diluted PVA over it, right? So he's talking about like using grout, or even using ballast. He then goes on to talk about using plaster of Paris, which we all know, and plaster of Paris is a mess. But then what he says is, do not discard DAS modeling clay. And I was like, interesting. And I remembered, so I've got some DAS modeling clay. It basically comes in bricks like this. It air dries, so you don't need to heat it up to dry it. It's cheap, very cheap. But what he did that I thought was kind of brilliant, and the reason I'm thinking of going with this method is basically what he did was he built up between the rails and between the tracks with the DAS stuff. And I think this is like for, like a lot of people use plaster and stuff for their street running. I don't know, like this DAS seems like this would be I'm thinking I might try this in one of the areas. Doesn't that go on thick? It doesn't need to. Like you just wet it a little bit. The medium is this. It's DAS. It's called modeling clay, and it is air dry clay. This happens to be white. I got white the last time. I've ordered some stone color because I want it to be gray, or like darkish gray. I want it to look grimy. So yeah, I've got a bunch of spare track pieces in one of the drawers back there. So I think I'm gonna try it, but I think it's what I want to do for the for this area, instead of like trying to like fill up this area with a whole bunch of ballast. I'm thinking, yeah, so he talks about that. It does shrink a little bit. You can either go through and any cracks you can fill in with the cracks, or like I'm thinking once fully set, any outstanding cracks can be dealt with smearing in some fresh clay or wetting the surface and smudging over with your thumb. Once you're satisfied with the result, you'll want to color it. And obviously he put, static grass and everything around it. What color you choose is up to you, blah, 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 blah. Let me put this, I'll drop this into chat. just because I thought it was kind of a, I haven't seen this before. As the clay dries, it might lift and crack a little. One thing he did say is when working on wider areas like between tracks or in a yard, it's a good idea to paste on a thin layer of PVA to help the clay adhere to the surface. So he does recommend that. Yeah, just do it. Yeah, don't practice, just do it. So I thought this was kind of interesting. I did, and this brings us to the big box behind me. The reason I brought this big box out is because I have in this big box, and let's move these out of the way. Oh, thank you, Ron. I didn't say thank you. Thank you, Ron, for these, and I'm glad they all have microtrains couplers on them because that means that I can actually run them, and this is cool. I don't have this one. I love that it's from the Hudson Railroad. That's really cool. So I pulled this big box out because this is my big box of stuff that I already have. So like, I don't know why. I have so like, I bought so much stuff that has just been sitting in storage for a while. This is all like fine turf stuff. What I've decided on this layout, because I've tried using static grass on N scale, and in my opinion, N scale static grass, or sorry, 2mm static grass, even on N scale, just looks massive. Just looks absolutely massive. So I started getting all of this fine turf in different colors, and I think that the fine turf is kind of going to be the way I go. I do have, like people were talking about, people use sawdust and stuff like that. Like this is sawdust. I think I'm probably just going to get rid of this. Somewhere in here, I've got like just dirt. But yeah, like I just bought, so like, like foliage clumps and polyfiber, and here's like some foliage stuff. So this is like, I don't know why I got all this stuff. This is enough for like 20 layout, and I've got more in that box. Like this is the problem. I've got more in the box, but the reason I grabbed this box, I grabbed this box is because let's see what I can find in here. Let's see, we're sorting through stuff here. Well, there's a couple reasons I got this box. One, if you remember, at one point I was looking for my Ballast Magic and I couldn't find it, so that was in the box. The other thing that was in this box that is, see, I've already lost it. The track magic that I had lost was also in this box. But here's what also I have in this box is I have CSX Southern Pacific ballast. This is Arizona Rock and Mineral. This though, these are black cinders. So this is what I was kind of thinking that I was going to be putting between the tracks before I came up with that DAS. I didn't come up with, before I found that DAS thing. So that's that. This is Ghost City concrete stucco. It says it turns brown, general for the scenery craftsman. So like, I've got that, and I actually, there should be, I don't know where, it is, but there should be, oh, here's some more. Here it is. So here is rock powder pigment. So this is asphalt paving pigment that you're supposed to basically use in some other medium, right? And either, and color it and make it black. So I thought this would be really good as well. Here's the track magic. I did finally find that as well. So I don't need to buy this stuff at the show now. So that's a good thing. But I've got in here just like all kinds of things that I don't know what. Somebody was asking about rock molds. I do. These were rock molds that I made back in the day that I saved, and I colored them with, I'm not sure, I don't remember what, but they're a bunch of different colors. These are woodland scenic rock molds. I just had extra plaster and made them. I do want to, these I think I'm going to use over here, which is why I brought them out. I'm going to make this kind of like a little rock face over there. So I've already got some rock molds. And here, okay, so here's something. Back when I first got this Ballast Magic, I said, what is this stuff? And it turned out to be polyvinyl alcohol is what this is. It's basically, it's powdered polyvinyl alcohol. And then I found this stuff, which is polyvinyl alcohol. I found it on Amazon, and it looks to be kind of the similar stuff. This is a little bit finer. This seems to be a little bigger grains, but I kind of wanted to test the two. Like, do I need to buy the Ballast Magic from them? The other side of this, though, is these are basically the same price. I thought this was going to be really expensive and overpriced, but it actually isn't. This cost me the same as this. So if you like this idea, I would just go support Deluxe Materials. The pricing was the same. So back in the day, I thought I needed a bunch of cheap trees because I thought I was gonna need more trees for some reason. So I bought all these cheap trees. So I've got a bunch of cheap trees. I do. Here's also some more. Oh, now it's falling out. Here's some more Arizona rock and mineral. Here's Khabib limestone. And then, of course, you got the Pennsylvania gray. Why do I have so many different colors of ballast? Like, what am I going to use all those different colors of ballast for? Here's something I bought a while ago, too. This is when I was just getting into my flock phase, getting away from using static grass. Can you guys see? I can't even get this in camera. This is so big. I don't know, like, where am I gonna put all this stuff? Like, this is what I just don't know. There's just so much stuff in here. I also have, for those of you that have been following along for the while, you'll know at one point I did try, this is linen grout. I bought a bunch of grout because this was like the big thing for a while, was, use grout. So I've got a whole bag of grout, and I don't know what else is in here. There's just all kinds of random random stuff in here. Here's some more static grass flock, just a different color. So I guess you do put this on with a static applicator, but it's not like 2mm grass, so it doesn't come up. And then I've got, here's some more blended turf. Here's some forest blend. So I have this big box. I don't have anywhere to actually put all of this stuff. So I don't know how I'm going to get rid of, I don't know. I got to go through this box, and maybe there are some things that I don't need to actually keep in this box. Like this is static grass. This is like 2, 6, 11. Like these are long static grass. Like I don't need this static grass. So I probably don't need to keep it. I've got Sculptamold in here as well. Like, I don't know what, like, I'm not really planning to use Sculptamold on this layout. And we talked about this stuff too, plaster Paris. I have a huge thing of it. This is pretty much full. And I think this is the second one. I think I have another one in a bin over there. So I don't know. I just have like, I'm just like digging and digging, and there's just like more and more stuff in here that here underbrush, forest blend. I'm not even planning on having a forest on this layout. So like, I don't know, like, where do I put all this stuff? Like, what should I, what do I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with all this. But I've got to find a place for it. You know, here's, you know, people were joking earlier, you know, we do have the static graphs applicator. So, you know, it does exist, but so I've got this big, huge box behind me. Well, I guess now most of it is on my layout again that I was trying to keep cleaned up, but I got to go through that and figure out what to do. Like, do I keep this linen grout? Like, what am I going to use this linen grout for? If anything, I want dark grout, not linen grout. So, like, do I bring this to Amherst and try and like pawn it off on somebody? Oh, well, here you go. Dennis, you just tell me, Dennis, if you want some linen grout, then you come here on January 31st and I will put a pile of stuff together and you are more than welcome to take it. You can take this, you can take all that static grass, you can take that plaster of Paris. I don't think I'm going to deal with that plaster of Paris stuff anymore. Even to make the rock face stuff, I don't think I'm going to, I don't think I'm going to do it. I am not trimming static grass a nickel bag. Y'all sell nickel bags of linen grout at Amherst. I'm sure that'll go over well. But yeah, I mean, I don't, just stuff everywhere. There's just so much stuff. I'm like buried in stuff. But I had to get this box out of storage because why was it sitting in storage? So now I'm going through it. There's stuff on the layout. I got to cut out some car cards. I got to make stickers for Amherst. I got a book to read. I got to clean off the top of the layout. I got to hang some drapes, as Dennis pointed out. I got to keep packing for Amherst. I got to finish the painting and get that ready. I got to finish with the drawers and clean that stuff up. I got to keep going on that structure in the corner so that it fits when people come to operate the layout. I've got more cars up there that need car cards. I've got to set up the layout for the next ops session, and that's really about all I got to do. From the city that never sleeps, farewell, model citizens.
It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about humanity. About humanity. It's all about